Hey there, Fort Wright Fit Fam. It's Lindsay here from Stretch Lab Fort Wright again. How you guys doing? Loaded question, right? I'm gonna go with the assumption that no one is bored, right? We're all in this time where we are uncomfortable, adjusting, overwhelmed, unsure constantly. And now more than ever, we probably need to take care of our health, both physically and mentally. So if you have given yourself a moment of time today, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back for taking that time for yourself. Yeah? Super important. Today, I'm going to give you a handful of stretches that involve a stretch strap. Now you're thinking, well, Lindsay, I don't have a stretch strap. Yes, you do. You just haven't gotten creative enough to find it within your home. So, if you have a strap, great. That's what you're going to go get. If you don't, maybe you find a towel of some sort, whether it's a dish towel. If you're a little bit more flexible, that'll probably work, probably be long enough. Or maybe you need a full bath towel, roll it up, and you're going to use that. You can take a t-shirt, old t-shirt, you can take two of them and kind of tie them together so that you make a rope. You can use a belt. You can use any kind of band that you have that provides resistance. That will work as well. Whatever you have in your home, go ahead and use that. We're going to do some stretches here to just get you moving, get you lengthened, maybe relaxed for a second. Maybe this is something that is good to do after you go for a walk outside. Try to get outside for at least once a day, people. It's super important. We're all really cooped up in wherever our space is. See if you can get out once a day. So I'm going to start with this strap. Super fancy, right? No. It is probably from physical therapy from me at some time. I'm not sure. But like I said, if you don't have that, dish towel will work as well. We're going to start with a hamstring stretch. So you're going to lie down on your back for this one. If you have something like a dish towel, like I said, you're going to need to be a little bit more flexible to use this. Or you can get a longer towel or a t-shirt or two and tie them together, or a belt, some kind of object like that. All right, I'm going to use this one though because it's nice and long. It actually has a loop for my foot if you want to get real fancy and make something like that, in case you do have some time to get creative. You're going to start with both legs down on the ground. Now, ideally you want to try to keep your lower back rounded. If that's going to be difficult for you, you can always take the opposite leg and bend it to the floor to support that lower back and keeping yourself grounded. Or you can keep it straight and take that leg straight up until you find the desired amount of resistance, and then you're going to hold it there. You're going to focus on your breath, relax into it for a while, and let your muscles adjust. Once you've been here for maybe 30 seconds, I would go ahead and say to press into your strap, right, or whatever you're using, and you're going to try to drive the leg down towards the ground. Yes? So press into it, take a deep inhale, just like we would in the studio. Inhale, press. Exhale, release. So we're going to go ahead and get that PNF stretching in here, right? And after we release, we're going to go ahead and bring that leg a little bit closer to the body. We'll do it again. Inhale, press. Exhale, release. Bring that leg closer. Good. And you can do this one of two ways. You can switch over to the other side, or you can stay all on one leg and then switch over to the other side. Right now I'll demonstrate on both legs so that I can demonstrate just a few more things. So again, for that hamstring stretch, you can stay here, or you can have that leg bent for support. And there are lots of options here to vary this hamstring stretch. So you can find an external rotation, which means opening your leg up slightly out away from your body so that the toes point outwards, right? That's going to target all the different muscles through the back of the leg here. There's 3 back there. Good, so you would do the same PNF here. Or take an internal rotation. You could also take that leg just an inch out to the right, deepen the stretch, or maybe just an inch out to the left. Deepen the stretch. So again, lots of variations here to really target that hamstring muscle. You want to take your time with this, right? Turn on some music, relax, or maybe watch your favorite TV program for a half an hour so you can fully get the benefits of all of this stretching. After you've done that with your hamstring, you're going to go and continue on. We're going to get into the adductors. So the way I like to do this, because I think this one could be a tricky one, is to start with your feet parallel, so toes up to the ceiling, and then allow your muscles to relax so the toes will fall to the sides, right? I'm going to face a different angle so you can see what I mean on that for a second. I'm going to move this a little out of the way some. Hopefully that wasn't blocking the view for the whole thing. Your feet are parallel here. You're going to lie back. I'm going to let those my hips and lower body relax. Some of my toes go out to the side. Me personally, I have a pretty good range of turnout. So my leg, where my toes are pointing, is probably the trajectory of where you want to take your leg up out to the side. So say my toes only went to there. I'm not going to try to slide this leg along the floor, because what's going to happen is this opposite hip is going to come up, and then I'm not really stretching, I'm all out of alignment. So wherever your legs fall, take a look at that diagonal for a second, and you're going to say, okay, that is the pathway that my leg is going to follow, and I'm going to keep that opposite hip grounded to the floor. I'll readjust my position so you can see that. Here we go. Relaxing. Pulling it up. You'll hold there. And same thing. Same PNF that we would do in the studio on the benches. You want to try to drive that leg back toward the left leg, the one that's on the ground. Yeah, so not towards the floor, but back toward where it began. And then as you exhale, you're going to release and draw it a little bit closer. Again, all the while fighting to keep this opposite hip down on the ground and focusing on your breath. So big inhale, pull. Exhale, release. Take it a little bit deeper. And after you've done that a couple of times, you will release it and maybe switch over to the other leg, continuing the same thing. Getting deep into those adductors. And for sake of time, like I said, we won't spend the full amount here today, but when you're at home and playing this video, go ahead and take your time going through these. Hit pause where you need to and really just enjoy that deep stretch there. All right, the next one we're going to get into is going to be in the IT band. So we're going to take the leg up and across the body. Again, trying to fight to keep that hip down towards the ground. You should feel this all along the outside. So anywhere from the outside of the knee all the way up connected to the glute here, you want to feel that tension and stretch. Drawing the leg towards the ground. And the PNF with this one is you will want to press back up, away. Ready? So you'll inhale, press. Exhale, release. Hopefully being able to pull it a little bit closer to the ground. Good, you'll do that a couple times, of course, on the right side and then on the left. Same thing, I'll do it so that you can get the other angle a little bit. So again, lifting that leg up and drawing it across the body and trying to pull it down. This is where a longer rope of some sort is going to come in handy so that you are not straining the upper body, right? You want to try to keep the upper body relaxed. So same thing here, inhale, press. Exhale, release, trying to pull it a little bit closer. And you can play with these stretches a little bit and find where your body needs to go. If you're not feeling a deep enough stretch, maybe change the angle here, maybe take it lower, down towards the feet, maybe it needs to be up a little bit higher. You don't want to feel it on the inside of the hip, so if you're getting that pain within here, come out of it, try a different angle, try to get the outside of the leg that you're targeting. Good. All right, moving on. Most of these are going to be lower body here. So again, you can chill and watch your favorite Netflix, or I don't know, talk to your quarantine buddy, whatever you need to do to give yourself a mental break from the stress and anxiety of what is going on in our world today. All right, this next one is going to be for the piriformis. You're going to take it around one leg. You're going to make a figure 4. So the other leg will cross over in front. Again, trying to give you all the best angles. Okay, it's crossed over. And then you will bend that leg and then draw that shape a little bit closer, right? Ooh, this one, every time, man. And focus on your breathing. This is really great if you've been feeling lower back tension. And same thing for the PNF with this one. Inhale, press, and release, drawing that a little bit closer, finding that rotation here, right? We want that leg rotating out to the turnout position. So one more time, inhale, press, exhale, release. Good, and again, you'll switch legs. There we go, there we go. Find that figure 4. Let's go this way, maybe you can see it a little better. There we go, we've got that figure 4. Bend that leg, drawing it in close. Finding the rotation here. And exhale, release. Excellent, and again, you want to spend as much time as you want on that. All right, so we've done hamstrings, adductors, IT band, piriformis, hitting a lot of the lower body here. Soleus, calf muscle. Go ahead and take the legs straight and pull back. Now, my calves are super flexible, so it's really hard for me to find this stretch. You could bend the leg if you need to. For me, I'm probably going to feel a little bit more aligned back. Yes, I am. Taking the leg up into that hamstring position first, and then drawing down on the calf. So this one's going to be a little bit more extreme. And same thing with PNF, you can press that foot away, like you're pressing on a gas pedal, pointing through your foot all the way from the ankle here, and then exhale, release, pulling it back again to engage in that PNF stretch. Same thing with the other leg. So again, you can do it in this lying down supine position. Inhale, press, exhale, release. Woo, feeling it. Or you can do it at a seated position, or you can take the leg lower. Let's see, hold on. Here we go. We can take the leg lower to, if that stretch is too intensive here, which it will be for most people. So go ahead and bring that leg lower. You can even just barely have it off the ground, wherever your range needs to be. Or you can do it in a seated position, right? Finding that stretch. Or you can even take it in a bent position here for a minute. Same thing. Beautiful. All right, couple more for the lower body. Let's see, you want to get into those quads. Go ahead and lie down on your stomach, keeping that leg attached and drawing it in. Again, keep in mind my background is dance my entire life, so flexibility is something that comes a little easier to me. Some of you might have it at that 90 degree position and already feel a stretch. That's fine, or you can take it even further. Wherever you're at, you're going to press in to the strap again so that it is going towards the ground. And again, if you don't have a loop, it's going to look something like this, right? You made a giant U-loop instead, and same thing, you will be pressing towards the ground. Exhale, release, try to take it a little bit deeper. Yeah. There's also an added thing you could do there. If you have a foam roller of some type, you could elevate your own leg, kind of like we would in the studio, right? And find a deeper stretch there if you really needed something like that. You could also really focus on the hip flexor here and trying to drive that hip down into the floor to get a hip flexor stretch. Gorgeous. All right, let's see. What else? What else? Maybe one or two more if I can think of them real quick. If you have a stretch like this and want to do a couple for the upper body, you can hold on to your strap, bring it overhead. The closer together the arms are, or the further apart, the stretch is going to feel different here, right? So maybe start with the arms bent and bringing the strap overhead. Or if you're a little more advanced, you can keep the arms straight and bring it back. Again, this is going to look a little bit different on me than it might on everyone else, and that's okay. We work from where we're at today. Some days I am not where you see me right now, so. And then side bend up and over. That's going to get into the QL a little bit. Feel a long stretch through the side body. You can even do a little internal rotation if you'd like. Holding on to the strap, right? And then pulling that arm up. Again, this is going to look different on everyone. Maybe you're down here, right? Maybe this is something that's really difficult for you to get that rotation. The point though is to pull it up and find that through the body so that one day we don't need it, right? And we can go into these positions. See, that side's harder. That side's harder for me. That's where I need to work on it. All right. So hopefully you can find some kind of rope, belt, strap, something for you to use. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys are well. Hang in there. We're here for you. We'll see you soon. Oh, check out all the videos. There's other videos that I'm pretty sure Angela has uploaded. So if you stumble across this video and think, I wish there were more, there are. Please go check them out, and we will see you again soon.